created it exclusively from fabrics that I designed and then had professionally printed. Thematically, it is an expression of the creative process. It's about intense focus and concentration, and not only enhances but generates creative thought and expression. How all of that idea of flow connects. Despite the subject, this piece didn't always flow. I hung up the towel several times, actually, but I hung it on my design wall in the hallway so that I saw it every time I walked by. And so it just got under my skin, and I just kept going back to it. And the breakthrough for the piece finally happened when I was listening to an old album, Van Morrison's Astral Weeks, and it maybe it helped to finish the inspiration, but it helped me find my way through it. But the theme of the piece, the theme of the show, actually, ebb and flow, was really important to me because throughout my life, I spent my life as a theater designer, and so I studied theater. And the concept of flow was a really important psychological state of being that I really had to impart to my students. And it taught me, theater taught me, how to live so completely in any given moment. It is, I used to tell my students, don't worry, just listen to the music and dance. Have fun, find the thread. So flow is about that concentration, that intensity. It's in a complete immersion in a given moment. It's a kind of centeredness that gives you a very positive energy. For this particular piece, I thought I had a plan, but it just all, I was going to create it all in one, and then it just kept growing and evolving. Typically, I work on a piece all at once, and then I start moving to finer and finer details until the whole is speaking to me with the same voice. My favorite techniques and materials are the ones that make the work I'm currently engaged in take flight. I think what makes a quilt artistically powerful is the exact same thing that makes a work of art powerful. And for me, that is having a new way of seeing something, or a new way of saying something, or even just uncovering some small truth.